Hello and welcome back to GrimCo R&D. I'm Marat208. This is episode number 5, and we're not doing turrets because I'm a dirty tease. I'm sorry. No, something's come up, something rather important. I've actually started getting some of the stuff in here ready. You could probably guess what we're going to be doing today. We have plenty of sand, plenty of glass. We're on our way to getting some silicon. It will be really important to us. We are doing AE2. Now, why? Why do you need to do AE2, you wonder? We wanted to shoot people, especially Ferg. Well, I've not seen Ferg in a day or two, so I'm okay there. However, this storage solution I have down here, it's not working for me. I need something better. I need either something where I can just dump everything together, which is the most likely thing that's going to happen, or I need something where I can at least intelligently sort stuff. And knowing me, dumping all together is far more likely to happen than intelligently sorting stuff. So, AE2, we need it. We need it now. A few things have changed between now and last episode. The pack has updated to the newest version. We are on 103, I believe. We've added 2 new mods. One of them allows us to right-click harvest crops, which is fantastic. The other is open gliders, which I'm not going to be looking at today, but we're definitely going to be playing with it later. Basically, you can craft a giant glider, jump off buildings, and just coast around. It is the most awesome thing I've ever done or seen, and I definitely want to use that somehow. Definitely do. Let's see, we've had a few config changes. Thermal expansion updated. They now have an option to do classic crafting. I think I can open my inventory, it'll be safe. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's just look up the furnace. So normally, in the old versions of thermal expansion, to upgrade tiers, you'd basically follow these crafting steps. There used to be 4 steps, there's 5 now. I think they added the signalum because I don't recall that being there in the older versions. But it's fairly easy. It's different from just slapping the upgrade kits on them, because you can do this crafting. I think the other way that you could do it previously was by combining the item with the kit, which is just weird. Or you can use the kit in world, which was awesome. Unfortunately, we're going to be changing that setting. We're actually disabling it so that we can use the kits in world, because if you have it set so that you craft them the old style, you can't use the kits to upgrade machines. It's kind of weird. So we're going to set it so that you can use the kits, but we're going to add in the recipes ourselves so that we have the best of both worlds. That's actually already done. It's just waiting for whenever we do the next pack update next week. So it's pretty easy. It was actually really easy to do. Let's see. I made this killer little sugarcane farm here. This is actually based off of a vanilla design. It's really simple, just pistons, some block detectors. There is a hopper minecart running underneath the ground here, back and forth. There's 2 booster rails, so it never stops. What it does is whenever there is any sugarcane floating above the dirt here, it will pick it up and then deposit it into a hopper. The hopper has its contents sucked out by a item duct and pushed into the cache here. Works nice, really simple. Oh yeah, and behind the cyan terracotta back there is water, which is why this is able to grow. We're going to stay away from this thing though, because it's loud. I could have done this or the phytogenic insulator, and I'd rather do this, to be honest. It's easier to set up. There's no really good way for me currently to get renewable phyto grow, so that works. That works oh so well. Let's heal up a little bit. Alright, so the first bit of this AE2 stuff we're going to tackle is going to be the creation of circuits. There are 3 different types of circuits. There's going to be the logic, the engineering, and the calculation. Each of them will need their very own inscriber to make the bits, as well as the one for the silicon bit, and then a final one to combine everything together. It's going to be kind of hard compacting this and getting all of these working together in the same tight space, so we'll kind of see what can happen. This might be a little bit weird. I might have to make some signalum plated item ducts. Okay, so these guys are kind of important because basically what I need them to do is I need them so that I can push items in the back of a block as well as give them power. If I don't do that, I'm going to have this really weird convoluted setup. Normally this is something that you would have used like Ender IO conduits for. It made them really good for this kind of setup. I mean really good. We're going to be putting this into the wall here, so let's just go ahead and tear this wall out. We'll have to basically redo this almost entire thing using covers. Say hello to the nighttime sky. If you turn your head just right, you can see the trees. Oh, spider. Oh, hi, spider. Where'd you go? Luckily, they can't go side to side. They just go up. Ooh, right into the pool down there. A good shot. Fortunately, I'm going to lose it, because I'm not going to go get it. Alright. So we have inscribers. Let's see. We're going to have the presses permanently installed in these guys, so that should be okay. We're going to do... Let's see. We can put these at the very top. We could be kind of odd on the spacings of these, just because of the ducts we're going to use. I need one more of these. Darn it, and that's too far back. Alright. It actually has to go right here. There we go. So the signal and plated ducts will go here. We're going to put filters on these guys. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and configure these now. These are going to be set to whitelist, prevent oversending. Whitelist, prevent oversending. Whitelist, prevent oversending. And that prevent oversending thing is actually really good to have. Previously, if you had tried to use like TE ducts, the thermodynamic stuff, it would basically clog themselves up trying to send stuff to places that they couldn't actually use anything. So that was a good change now that it doesn't do that anymore. There we go, and you also get a filter. Let's go ahead and filter these guys now. So we're going to get all of these little presses here. We are going to need diamond. We're going to need silicon, which I believe I can get from over here. So, boop. There we go. We need gold. I have some in here. I have some in my backpack. I was making some of this stuff manually earlier, trying to get a feel for how I want to have this set up. And what I determined was I don't like any way that we have to set this up, so we're just winging it. Alright, so the first one here is going to be for, what are you going to be for? You're going to be for silicon. So we're going to say that we're going to whitelist silicon here to end the... Hey. We're going to whitelist. I clicked it and it like closed the UI, but it threw the item because I was like had it on my cursor. It was kind of weird. Next one is going to be logic. Logic should be gold. There we go. Then we're going to do engineering. Engineering should be diamond. The very last one is going to be the calculation, which is going to be a pure crystal, a pure Certus crystal, which I don't have right now. So it's going to remain unset. Alright. This guy can extract all the time. Extract all the time. If he gets a servo, it can then extract all the time, as can this one. Let's see. So we have that. I basically now need to have a final inscriber, roughly like right here. And what it needs to do, it needs to have inputs on the top, on the bottom, and on the back. No, top, back, side, and then extract from the bottom. It's weird, I know it's weird, but it works. This is the worst bit of getting started into Applied Energistics 2, is getting the presses automated. They were the only thing about the mod I will fault. Channels I can accept, I can work around, but these presses are just horrendously bad. Like, super, super bad. Alright, and this will just go ahead and run along the floor and into this chest. So we're going to need a servo for that. We're going to need a servo for that. A servo for that. We don't need a filter for this guy. What we do need to we do need a filter for that. The reason we need a filter is because we only want the completed processors going in this way. We don't want anything else going through in like a loop. So that is actually something to keep in mind. So this is the way out. The way this will get power is going to be by a signalum duct in the back, which can be used for input. So that's good. We can go ahead and bridge these ducts right here using a bit of leadstone cable. And tell you what, we can actually just bring this cable here over and up like that. Break the wood. Yeah, there we go. This is so freaking convoluted. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some more, Man, I am going to break the server so hard and I'm not going to hear the end of it. Okay, let's get that there. The back has to be filtered to redstone. We only want redstone going in the back. And that is whitelist. Alright. Let's see. So we need to have one here, right? We'll also put one here. Do I need to rotate this thing? I might need to rotate it for it to work right. The back's still right. I think I had to do that. If I didn't, you can laugh at me later and we'll try to learn and move on from what I've done. But I think that was needed. Alright, let's make some servos. Let's make some more servos than that. I need glass. Okay, before I get too carried away. So that's good, that's good. This is going to be extract, always active. Okay, extract, always active. Extract, always active. Right, good. Extract, I need one more extract. Alright, so now everything that's made by these guys should be pulled out. If we go ahead and grab some redstone in here, we should see it only go to the center of this thing right here. Hello, center thing. The only downside with these regular low-tier ducts is they're slow for the servos. But that's good. That's exactly where it should go. And the more I look at this, the more I think I did this the right way. We will need also a... I don't know, which ones you go in? You might have to have it like right here. Like that. So it goes in the back, then you get the top and the bottom. Yeah, I think that's how we have to do it. Let's make some filters. Alright, so far, so good. The only thing left, I think, to do is the really, really stupid thing that I should have done well before this. Let's go ahead and put these guys in here. Is it going to make a circuit? Please make a circuit. Redstone went there. Redstone should not go there. It's a white list, not a black list. So it should extract from there and end up in this spot. Yeah, okay, so that does work. It's just not getting power. Why are you not getting power? You should be getting both redstone flux and... What? I'm confused. These should allow power to transfer between them. It should work. Let's break out our handy dandy little multimeter. Yeah, no, it's got power going in it. Oh no, it did its thing already. It's done. It made the processor. Hooray! Okay, I'm just slow. I'm not with it today. That's okay. And we're back. All right. So I tidied up the press setup just a little bit. The inscribers, they're much nicer now. I still need to do a few more covers on here. There's still a few spots you can see through, but that's okay. It's working great. We have a half a stack of both the engineering and the logic, so that'll carry us through for a little bit. I have a hole in the floor here trying to grow some of the pure crystals. This is going to take a while, though. It's only at 3%, and it's been sitting in here for probably a good 20 minutes or so. It's not going anywhere. It's probably actually longer than that, to be honest. Alright, so we got the inscribers going. We have a somewhat functioning way to grow pure crystals. I need to add an off switch to this so it doesn't waste power, but other than that, it works. I've actually got this thing cooking up some calculation processors as we speak, and it's already been keyed not to suck out any of the bad stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, this is done until the point that we put a ME interface over here and automate it that way. For now, that works. This is less than ideal, but it works manually right now. The next up is going to be the actual creation of some storage, as well as a way to do some basic item insertion and retrieval. I've already made up some ME drives. These guys are pretty easy to make. They were just engineering processors, some iron ingots, and ME glass cables. Pretty simple stuff. I'm just going to stack these guys right here. I'm probably not going to need all of them. I just like the way they look. Sue me, I know. So we're going to have that here. I'm going to have a terminal roughly here eye level, right? So we need to connect these over. Oops, that was a little bit too zealous with the chopperoo. So that's good. And then we're going to come up this way. And then we're going to put a terminal on that, right? Probably something else there. Probably have something all the way around, actually. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. Alright, so we got that. Let's fill this in. That is the wrong wood. Alright. So that's good. We have this stuff here floating. It makes everything look oh so terrible. We are going to need a ME interface for now. ME terminal? Yeah, that's it. So we need a panel. Panel is made out of, I saw iron, I saw quartz glass, I saw redstone, and glowstone. So I think I have everything I need for that. Click on a panel that actually is based on that, please. There we go. And for the sake of visuals, let's go for bright panels. Alright, so we want to make an ME terminal. I keep wanting to say interface. It's not an interface. Interface is the little block that you can export from, export to. This one. Alright, so you... Where'd you go? I ran out of inventory space. You can go right there. Currently you connect to nothing because there is no power and there is no storage. That shall be rectified. here you can see why I didn't want to use the ME interface over here. Everything is called an ME interface, apparently. I'm sorry. This is why I did not want to use the energy acceptor here, because I need it over there, and I have officially blocked it off using the cable. Let's see, this thing comes through here. I can rotate this thing, right? There we go. Which means I can route the power cable the long way across. Get back here. So I can pick up this cable. I don't need it this way. I do need it coming to that. However, what I can do is leave that open. Do that. We will need to branch off this power line here. There we go. It is so great that McGitty made this place have a 2-deep floor. I used the stupid wrong wood again. Okay, so it's got power, it's online. It has no storage, but it's online, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and see about making some drives. First off, I need to clear out some of my inventory space. I know that I'm going to need logic processors. I'm going to need, I think, Certus crystals. Let's check this out. Storage. So 1K storage components take redstone and Certus quartz crystals. Okay. 3 of these should make a 4K. 4K should be okay for me for right now. The main thing that kills you when you're storing ME stuff is not actually the amount of individual storage per drive. It's the types. Types get eaten up really quickly. So as long as I have enough 4K, I should be okay for now. Maybe do a few 16K. Let's just do 4K for now. We can expand later. 4K is, yeah, 3 of those plus the source quartz glass plus calculation. So if I want to make 5 of 4K, I will need 5 of these processors. And I will need 15 of these. And I will need more Certus quartz than I have. So we're just going to make what we got. Alright, so that is 8. See, it's quartz glass, which I only have a little bit of. So we need more quartz glass, which we're going to make out of... Get out of here. We're going to make it out of nether quartz because I have an abundance of that. It's the one resource that's normally rare that I have a ton of. And that's just because the Lost Cities is weird. So that also takes quartz glass. Tiny TNT, it's so cute. It makes the most adorable little sound when it explodes and creates a singularity. Alright, so I want to go ahead and make, say, about 12 to 16 pieces of glass. So I'm probably going to need about 20 of this. I will take the 8 for now? No, 10 for now. One more. You need speed upgrade. There we go. Alright, so quartz glass. I also need more redstone. So if we make one more of those, we need a Certus. We will take one of the charged. It's a little bit of a waste, but I don't care. So that's at least enough for 3 drives, so I will call that pretty good for now anyway. Need iron. Iron. Right. So just go boo, boo, boo. I love the way these things look. So now we should actually be able to put stuff in. Yes, okay, good. So we have the basics of an ME system here. So this is only good for storage. I can't really do anything else, but it does storage really, really quite well. Let's like dump all this stuff in here. Cleared inventory, and it's all in this stuff now. Let's see. Top one? Middle one. Yep, it's all inside of this 14K cell, and it's already used 24 out of 63 available types, so I definitely need more drives. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Let's see. I actually need to make this a crafting terminal. I probably need to make a fluid storage drive, too. That's probably not nearly as important, though. Let's see, terminal plus crafting table plus calculation. That's easy. We can do that. Nope, we'll just punch it. Alright, so boom. ME crafting terminal. Alright, so this way, now we have stuff in there we can, like, shift-click it, like if we wanted to get, ooh, let's see, tall, small, center. Doesn't make any difference, okay. Standard search keep, JEE synchronized auto keep. Yeah, I guess that's it. So if we search for block of quartz, right, it doesn't show up. But we can do that and click it in and do that to craft. Okay, so that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, we are so going to actually get some good storage here. It will hurt and it will be painful, but it's going to happen. Gotta fix this. It's gonna bug me. There we go. I have got to figure out how I want to decorate this thing. Tell you what, let's actually check something out real quick. Stone. You know, I kind of feel like Skystone should be or dictionary to obsidian. Okay, no, yeah, I like that. And the terminals will be set into this. I likey. Block of quartz. Pillar quartz. make slabs that way. You know, I think that'll work if we do chiseled quartz blocks behind this stuff. Have the white of that with the gray and the blue and the greens on that stuff. That's just crazy enough it might work. Okay. Knife. So I think on a knife. Let us not use that. Let us use... that guy. See if this works. So, bam. Yeah, no, we could totally work with that. And we can just add some more like interfaces to this thing as we go through. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, so I still got some more work I have to do to this, but it's a little bit of busy work. I need to start moving stuff around, and I need to run some lines from the floor here down to the bottom and up to the top so we have access to the crafting terminals from all over the building. I'm going to do that between episodes, though. I have to edit this down into something that is not full of incomprehensible rage from this thing over here. And trust me, that will take a lot of editing. If you have any questions or comments about today's episode or about GrimCo R&D, feel free to leave a message in the section below. I will try to get back to you later. Until then, have a good day, and I will see you later.